So beyond this is the Diначарья, or what happens in the night after sunset. In the olden days, there wasn't any light very bright enough for all of us to pursue different kind of activities, or nightlife as you call. If you look at nature, by the time it's sunset, almost every moving living being tends to come to a standstill unless nocturnal. So the design basically is for animals who hunt in the night. Only they sleep during the day and they work during the night. But those living beings who work during the day essentially need to sleep in the night. Again, the question comes, how many hours of sleep is essential for me? What an amount of sleep will be beneficial for my body? This again is based on the Prakriti or your constitution. For a Kapha type of a personality, it is essential that he sleeps less, because the more he sleeps, the more weight he gains. And the more he slows down. So by nature, he is a slow person, so he needs less of sleep so that his body remains active for a longer time. Pitta type of personality needs a medium amount of sleep, between 7 to 8 hours, whereas a Vata type of personality definitely needs more amount of sleep. But working wise, it is vice versa. A Vata type of personality always has disturbed sleep or less amount of sleep, and he doesn't get the normal required amount of sleep. Pitta type of personality also has a disturbed amount of sleep, because his Pitta is high, his sleep is not complete because he dreams a lot. Whereas a Kapha type of personality, since he's heavy by nature, tends to sleep more than what is required. They have spoken also about the size of the bed, the height of the bed. Whereas what is mentioned in the ancient text is each one's bed should be up to the level of his knee. Today we do not see that happening. You see it going higher, but technically speaking, they say the bed should be knee high, depending on each person's knee again. So even that is an individualized requirement for the body. Before the person goes to sleep, it is recommended that he drinks a glass of milk, because milk is a product which directly replenishes the reproductive tissue. So what is essential for the body is continuous reproduction. So after you consume your meal and after you have digested your meal for 3 hours, only you go to hit the bed after that. So when you hit the bed, you normally tend to feel slightly peckish or hungry. Some people often eat a snack, which is not recommended as such, because the body process of digestion has already begun. It is halfway through digestion and assimilation. So if you start disturbing the content of the digested material inside, it becomes difficult for the body to absorb the food material, because it becomes partially digested again. It doesn't become fully digested. And once it is not fully digested, absorption is a difficult process. You do not absorb the right amount of nutrients from the food that you have used, that you have consumed, and what you assimilate need not necessarily be absorbed by the body. What you collect from the food need not necessarily be absorbed by the body. So it goes and stacks itself up in places which are vacant. This is actually the beginning of a disease. So it is recommended that after your stomach is almost 3/4 empty, if you have a glass of milk, it helps calming the stomach. It satiates your appetite a little bit, it satiates your hunger a little bit, and after that, what is required is transformation of the bodily tissues and supplementing maximum amount to the reproductive tissue, which by nature is required for the human being to grow, at the same time to procreate. Essential part after this is for the adults. The question comes of sex. When do I have sex? Which people, classically speaking, sex is recommended after food, say before you go to bed. But if you have indulged in sex the milk should be drank after your consummation. And it is always recommended that after sex you wash your body parts which you have used. If possible, take a shower so that your body is clean, and then you go to bed.